Hi everybody, today we're going to look at how we divide two algebraic fractions. Now if we look at what we have above, we've got an algebraic fraction here and we're dividing it by this algebraic fraction. Now what we must do here is we must use the basic laws of maths for when we're dividing two fractions. And how do we divide two fractions? We keep the first fraction the same and then we change to multiplying, so the dividing sign changed to a multiplication of the inverse of the second fraction, which is basically a fancy way of saying that the bottom goes to the top and the top goes to the bottom. So what's going to happen is we're going to have this first fraction the same and we're going to multiply by the second fraction turned upside down. So what does that give us? Let's have a look. That's going to give us x squared plus 9x plus 18 over 9, and we're going to multiply by 12 over x squared plus x minus 6. Now, how do we multiply two fractions now? We multiply the two top numbers and we multiply the two bottom numbers. So what are we going to get? We're going to get 12 times this and 9 times this. Now, in order to progress this question further, we have to look for cancellations. And in order to get cancellations, we need to factorize these two expressions. And in order to do that, we need to realize that first of all, we've got two quadratic expressions, and what we're looking for here in this first one is two numbers that multiply to 18 and add to 9, so that will be 6 and 3. So when we factorize that, we're going to get x plus 6 times x plus 3 over 9, and we're going to multiply that by 12 over. And again, same method here, we're looking for two numbers that add to plus 1 and multiply to minus 6. So those two numbers, when we factorize, are going to be plus 3 and minus 2. Okay, now let's see if we can cancel anything out. So we notice here that we're going to multiply everything across the top and across the bottom, so we can now cancel. So I can see straight away that the x plus 3's can cancel top and bottom. I also notice that the two numbers 9 and 12, 3 go into both of those two numbers. So what I can do then is I can say 3 goes into 9 3 times, 3 goes into 12 4 times. So what does that leave me with? Okay, across the top there, so I'm going to have to multiply now what's left across the top and divide it by what I get when I multiply across the bottom. So that leaves me with 4 times x plus 6, and we're dividing that by 3 times x minus 2. Now, if I want, I can multiply out the two brackets, so I can see here that there's no further cancellations. Top and bottom, x minus 2, there's no more x minus 2 terms on the top. So if I multiply out, I get 4x plus 24 divided by 3x minus 6.